down, Rex. Go sit down. Sit down.
Patsy, how are you?
I'm not so bad.
This is bringing back a lot of childhood memories for me. If you just wouldn't mind telling all our viewers where exactly we are.
You're at Watertop Farm. We came here in 1919 from Fairhead. So, and actually this area behind us here, which we're renovating at the minute, it was built in 1960. So Watertop Farm, we're beside Ballycastle Forest, just between Ballycastle and Cushendun.
Now when you say you came here from Fairhead, that wouldn't have been that big of emigration back then.
No. As far as I know, my grandfather bought this farm for £2,200 in 1919. Originally the farm buildings were further over, and he was born in one of the old buildings over there. There was a thatched building that time.
In your own sort of words, Patsy, what is Watertop Farm?
Well, we originally actually started doing pony trekking back in 1969. I was only about 13 at the time. And it was a good way of bringing in an income for the summer months. Like in a hill farm like this, you know, your sheep and beef cows, you run out of money in the summertime. So the reason we started the original pony trekking was just to bring in cash, keep you going till you start to sell lambs in September. So we developed then the open farm in 1986. And the idea of that was, we were doing pony trekking, we could have fishing in the lake, we could have a little tea room and things like that. So it just actually slowly growing and growing. And now we've got fishing, still got the pony trekking, we've got pony rides in the summer months. We've got the paddy wagon, which is infamous, that does a tour around the farm. The little quad train, which goes around, takes you around up around the wee track there, and go-karts. And actually, strangely enough, the little lake, there's nowhere else that I know in Northern Ireland that you can row a boat.
If I've got this right, you are farming away as well. It's not just a few animals for show and families and kids.
We were in cattle. We got rid of the cows 7 years ago. One of those things, we did benchmarking with the department, and for 3 years at that stage, and they said your cows are losing £150 each per year. So that meant the more cows you have, the more money you lose.
Yes.
And so then we realised, look, that's not working. We'll try and concentrate on sheep, because that was our interest in. But anyway, my son, I tell you the truth, Sean's a better sheep man than I would ever be. So the thing is, I thought, well look, before I retire, I'll have it set up that he can carry on and do whatever he needs to do with sheep. And that's what we're doing behind us there.
Part of the reason how we ended up here with Evo Quip, and how the Evo Quip Bison 120 ended up here.
And so all these buildings behind us are two double silos, 15 foot wide each silo, central wall, and cubicle lean-to. So the roofs were done, you know, not too bad, lasted from 1960, but they were leaking like a sieve. So we had to decide, well look, do we replace it with a round roof, or would we go for a full renovation? So I thought to myself, well look, let's do the renovation and do it properly. So it seemed a good idea whenever we found out about Evo Quip that you could recycle that material and then keep it on the farm. So this is great, you know, we've got material now that we can use, and that appeals to me, you know, recycling, turning something that is useless. Like you see those blocks there, what are you going to do with that?
That'll help keep the paddy wagon from not going over all the potholes.
Exactly, we have a potholes to fill, and if you're on it there some days, it's bumpy enough. I have a nice comfortable seat in the cab, but anybody sitting on the back now that gets a bumpy seat, I have to admit.
But for the one-off, they love it.
They love it, aye, it's real. And I think that's the only way I could describe it. Watertop Farm is real. You know, it's a real farm. We have over 500 sheep. So you come here in the summertime, you have a fair chance you'll see a bit of shearing going on or something like that, or you see the dogs working or whatever.
up against what looks like a very nice, fresh Deutsch. 125 horse, I'm assuming.
She's just, we had the 100 horse before that, and she was more of a manual machine, but this one here has got a wee bit more electrics in it, and I have to say it's a big step up from the other one, and I love it. I do, it really is, you know. Nice tractor. I must say it's comfortable to drive. It's got a heater in it, which is great, you know.
Is that a step up?
Our past tractors had no heaters. So.
Hey, Patsy, I'm going to cut to the chase now. I'm not sure your choice of digger has a heater.
No, there probably is a heater in it somewhere, but we haven't just figured out where that is yet. Look, I tell you, that's an old Atlas, and people sort of laugh at me, oh, old Atlas.
We have a lot of young viewers, Patsy. You maybe need to explain to them what an Atlas even is.
An Atlas? Well, I tell you, there are very few digger men. I mean, what we call a professional digger man has served his time on an Atlas. Because, and it's, in its day, I don't know what that, might be 79, that machine. But in its day, that was the digger. You know, yes, you had your Hymax. It's a slow cumbersome thing. But that in there could work quite fast, twin speed on it. With a Deutsch engine, air-cooled. I mean, you could let that thing sit for 2 years and put the batteries in her and turn the key and she'll fire up just like that.
This is actually new to you.
Ah, yeah.
You've only took delivery.
Well, look, we had we do most of our own work. You know, on a hill farm, you got to do your own work. So we had about 3,000 metres of fencing to do out on the hill to close off areas for wildlife. So we looked at diggers, and you can't buy one that you would look at for under 20,000. So I thought, well, 20,000 to do that fencing on a hill farm, no, it's not on. So our neighbours happened to have that one, and I'd watched her. She'd been around this parish. She was in Fairhead, she was in Ballavoy, and now she's up here at Watertop. There's only one speed on it at the moment. I'm sure there's a way of getting the twin speed working, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, in a couple of hours you'll be on the hill, maybe half a day. But anyway, we got up the hill, we got round slowly around the hill, pushed in the studs and the strainers, and another half day coming back down again. Look, still did all that work there, and she's still doing that work, and we never just finished, so probably still do more work.
Now, I seen a very interesting picture or small short video on Facebook the other day, and can't let this pass without mentioning it. A very well-known digger man not that far away from here, Robert McConaughey. He was up taking a look at the little Bison 120 crusher, and rumour has it his tongue was fully out with his teeth biting trying to drive it.
Well, I seen him stand there, and I reckon, well, look, that man would be safe enough to let in. And I persuaded him, he'll jump into that. It doesn't take too much encouragement now.
No.
So he got up into it, and the fair play is that he'd never been out of it, you know.
Well, he did cut his teeth.
I think
one of those
his
back
teeth
in the
on
day.
that
He
as
is
well.
old enough to have done that.
Right. That's right.
How has 2020, because it's been a very difficult year in your open farm business, you will have, you know, had to go along with all the government regulations and advice, but how did it affect you in 2020, Patsy?
Well, now, I have to tell you, we were on the brink of quitting completely because it looked like such a hill decline, and we didn't know, you know, would anybody, even if you opened up, would anybody even come? We took the positive opinion that, look, we'll comply with all we have to comply, we'll try and encourage people to socially distance. So we eventually got open on the 4th of July. Now the first week with track and trace, you know, taking people's numbers and booking in, it was sort of quiet. And then once we got our filter feet, we let more people come. So we were sort of limited to maybe 80 people at a time to come.
Yes.
And you know, it's worked out well. We knew then who was coming, and we could plan our day around that and our staff around that as well.
Just before I go, just wanted to ask you, what's your favourite machine?
My favourite machine on the farm is a quad.
The quad?
The quad. Do you know what I do? In April, we would do 800 miles on the quad. In the month of April alone. And I know, yeah, look, I love this thing there. I even like my old digger. But the quad, I mean, the quad does more than anything on the farm. You know,
especially on a hill farm.
especially on a hill farm. Aye.
Well,
I can
Patsy,
try on
thank
farm.
you very much, and hopefully get back down to see you next year when you're open for business again.
Well, we hope we get going again, hopefully at Easter, but who knows.
Thank you.